What's going on, YouTube? Chris here. Just want to bring you guys a little update on Digibyte, talk to you a little bit about it, what I'm seeing, what I'm thinking, all that type of stuff. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday, and if you guys could, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that type of stuff. It really helps us out. And if you guys want daily content, I'm really trying to bring it as much as possible, so if you subscribe to this channel, you're going to get it as much as possible. So guys, what we're looking at here is the potential for Digibyte to be bottoming out here. And the only reason why I say that, guys, first of all, we're going to look at this Fibonacci here on the macro level, and we're sitting directly on the 0.93% retracement. So that's a big deal as well, guys. We're at basically the lowest retracement you can have before you're back to that zero ground. And I wanted you guys to see that first, and we're going to eliminate that now. All right, so now that we have that off there, take a look, guys. What we're going to be looking at are these cycles and how they repeat themselves, and if we're coming into the next cycle that's coming up. And also, guys, let me know, have you guys been buying Digibyte? Are you looking at it as a bottom right now? What have you been doing with Digibyte? I want to know what you guys been doing. So this here, guys, is basically the support level that I've really been looking at. Our last major run, when we had this rounded bottom and we had all that volume come in, guys, that was right around this level here, and that's at the 0.0096 level. So that's when the first market cycle completed itself, guys. Then we had this next market cycle, and we're finishing this out now, and that's why I'm looking for another rounded bottom. I'm looking for something similar like that to see if we do get this bottom put in, because, guys, we very well could come down to here and then kind of just move sideways for a while, that accumulation, before we blast back up there. And there's going to be a lot of room with how far that we fell and how fast that we've fallen. So that's a really big deal, guys, because even right where we're at now to the 200-day moving average, which we would want to get back above for a bull market to start, that's around 2 cents. And if we look at this in terms of percentage, guys, this is a huge deal. This is a huge move, even if it just went back up to the 200. Look at that, 132%. So I'm very much so keeping my eye here on Digibyte. You know, I'm most likely, guys, going to have a few bids down here, and remember, this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm looking at for holding Digibyte in the long term. You know, I'm thinking about this area right down in there, that 0.0052 area, and I really don't feel like you can go too wrong with that, guys, because I mean, you've seen these cycles and how they just continue to repeat themselves, and if you're kind of getting at this low of the cycle that we've had before, that's probably a safe bet on where to buy. I mean, you think of these cycles and how far, you know, you're at least buying close to the bottom. You know, if we do this in percentage terms, guys, take a look at this from the all-time high. All right, so you're buying at a roughly 93% discount from where it was all time, you know, and that's with the percentage of making this potential gain back, guys, if we do repeat the market cycle and it goes to the same height. Look at this on the upside, over 1300% to the upside. So it's all about those percentages, guys, but we do have to pay attention that we have these overhead moving averages, different things like that. But the key is you want to look for this volume when it comes in. Do you see how it increases and it goes up? And then here, guys, it increases and it goes up. And that's what we want to look for now. Now look how dry this volume has been. So when we first see those big sticks coming in like that, that may be the time that the run could be starting. And we want to keep our eye on that, because this last one, this last Fibonacci retracement, went to, see, guys, before the new market cycle, it went to the 886, and then we started a new market cycle, and this time we're down even lower than that. So truly the market cycle could repeat itself at any moment. It's just relying upon Bitcoin is what we really need to pay attention to. I'm sure the market cycle would probably already have started if it wasn't for the downward thrust of Bitcoin, because the whole market follows that, obviously, guys. But these are the things that I'm looking at. These are things I'm paying attention to. You guys let me know what you think, and if you think down around this area right in here is a good spot to start accumulating some Digibyte, I want to hear that as well. You know, guys, there's a lot of opportunity with this coin, and I think it's going to be a good one. And even right now, we're down under a penny. We're down 5.31% today. So definitely one I'm going to keep my eye on, guys. The Bollinger Bands, they're starting to squeeze around it as well. If you guys want to check that out real quick. And whenever they start to squeeze like that, that means a break to the upside or the downside is going to probably be coming pretty soon. So even look at that, we're even on the lower level here, guys. And that's always when you want to buy at the lower levels of the Bollinger Bands. You know, like down in here when it hits the low, and then you have a little run down here, it hits the low, then it has a little run up to that middle band a lot of the time. So we're going to have to keep our eye on this, guys. The RSI too is another big factor that we want to pay attention to. So this is a trend line that I'm going to draw, guys, right there. I want to really keep my eye on that because we still have the higher lows coming in on the RSI, which is a big deal. And our RSI right now is at about 40, guys. So tons of room to run to the upside. If you see this here, when we had these monster runs, these parabolic runs, guys, our RSI got up to around that 93. We got up to 90. So we have to keep that in mind too, that we can get overextended past that 70. We always want to keep our eye on that. You know, the 70 overbought and that 30 that is oversold, but in crypto it can go a lot lower. So I want you guys to really keep that in mind, that these things, when they do run, sometimes it's good to hold past 70 if you don't see any divergences or you're not having any bearish clues. So keep that in mind, guys. Take a look at this type of stuff, see how high we can get and see how low we can also get on that RSI as well. So God bless each and every one of you. Take care.